corner beads made from 2x4s. Custom made corner bead. Then I routed the center. Alright, I'll show you the next one. Alright, this is unrouted corner bead. Okay, made from a 2x4. You see the saw cut right there. Okay, this is my custom stump stool. This is a rest for your elbow. Alright, next time you see this, it will be in my house and I'll be sitting on it. Now, for what we're here for. Alright, now, remember, Easy to Tips and Tricks. I'm Ken, where you see everything up close and personal. Alright, today I'm going to be doing a round over on the end tile right at the edge of my vanity. Alright, and we're going to be rounding it over to the wall, and I'll show you how to create this round over, not a bullnose. Alright, and I'll explain what a bullnose is and isn't. I've done this in a few videos, but this is really lacking understanding on what that is, and a lot of people, because they call it a bullnose at the store. It's not a bullnose. And it's a round over, where two roundovers meet. They're calling it a bullnose, but they're each roundovers, forming a bullnose on your trim pieces. So I'm going to show you how to make it yourself, save you some money, enjoy making something, and no further ado, let's do this. And remember, tell a friend about Easy to Tips and Tricks. It's a win-win-win, and never give up, because there's always a way, always. Alright, let's get to it. Alright, now this is a good example of a round over, alright? And that's at an angle. It's an angled round over on this radius that I created. I have some older videos where I show you how to do that, alright? But that's a slight angle. But that's a round over. If it was a bullnose, it would start at the bottom and then it would curve and round up to a 180 and then up and over, and then from the top a 180 down and around, and that creates what's called the bullnose, where it's completely radiused all the way. Alright, that's a bullnose. Alright, so now let's get this down. Now, just for purposes of having some weight on this, alright, I'm going to put this rug carpet cushion down, alright? That's all that is. It's just for a weight. Alright, because we got pressure here that we're going to be applying. This is overhanging a little bit. Then I've got, again, some more foam underneath. Alright, that's carpet foam, carpet padding on top, and this is just a little counterweight. Alright, now I'm going to use 80 grit sandpaper. Then I'm going to use a 120 grit sandpaper. And then I'm going to finish it off with the, well, I'm going to use a 320 after the 120. And then I'm going to finish it off with the 600 by hand. Alright. As I'm getting this on here. I'm just trying to get the holes lined up and get it equally in place around this. It can be kind of a challenge at times, or most of the time. But, you know, practice makes perfect. Okay. Not too shabby. Alright. The holes help you kind of get this outer edge kind of centered. See? Not too bad. Alright. Now, this creates a lot of dust. I do not recommend doing it in your bathroom. I did that. Big mistake. Now I got a bunch of dust to wipe off of everything because it stuck to everything. Alright, now, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do about a 20-degree angle across right on this edge. And I'm going to flatten that edge down, alright? It's going to get flattened out this way. Then I'm going to round it over on the outer edges from the center out. Okay? and then down to a 90 here. All right, from here, flatten it out at about a 20, 22, 18, and then I'm just going to round it back to this edge, and then down at a 90 here, with the slight round over, which gives you the round over. All right, let's do it. I will show you how this looks here in just a minute before I start the round over. And the marble is soft, it's awful brittle, and then it has the veins in it so it wants to crack. Alright, and I've used this Gorilla Glue, Crazy Glue, and I'm about where I need to be. But anyways, and it works for gluing this back together really well. Alright, I'm almost where I need to be here. I'm going to show you it up close where you can see it. Alright, I've got a flat spot right here. Alright, now I'm going to work that edge there a little more. Alright, but you see I'm getting it. Now something I'm going to do for you, the viewing audience. This is always a good way to start out, especially when you're learning. And that is you take tape, alright? And you come back here about 3/8, I mean not 3/8, about 3/16 of an inch. Alright, and this becomes your guide, your straight edge. Alright. About right there, alright. Okay, now I've got to work this corner here. Alright, it doesn't have quite as much. I've left it out and it hasn't got as much pressure right here. Okay, let's work it. I'm going to show you, I'm going to zoom in here in just a minute. We'll get this circle all the way across. I eyeball this normally. Alright, I'm going to bring it right to the edge of that tape, and I'm just about there. Alright, now I'm there. Okay, now let's look at this. Okay, now I'm going to round it over. Okay, now watch this. It doesn't take long. Well, with this marble, it doesn't take long, that is. Alright, and this is 80 grit sandpaper. Now I'm going to start creating the 90. I'm going to stop at 90. If I was going to do a bullnose, I'd catch it from this bottom edge. I'd work the bottom side, the back side the same, and then round it up. Alright, taking the mystery out of making a bullnose. But we are doing a round over. Alright, you see how this angle really makes a difference by getting that on there first, flattening it out. Alright. Now let's watch the magic. I'm working that edge, and I just created right here, right along this edge, right there. That's where I'm working it, right there. So I'm at about a 15-degree angle here, 12-degree angle here. All right. All right, now I have that almost established. I got to work this here a little bit more. You want to work the line out of it, the sanding line. Now I'm at my 90 to my tile's edge. Alright. Now you can see the round over. I have my basic round over now. Alright, if you look at it on the side, you see the round over right there. It's rounded over. The corner's gone. Alright. I'm going to add a little bit more to that. Okay, some people would stop and leave it at there, call it good. But you see the round over. Okay, it rounds over. Right there. Now you can see it. Okay. So now I'm going to work the top side. Funny. All right.
What did you use on that cross?
Polyurethane.
No, you used a primer.
I use that red one.
This one?
Yeah.
Transtar?
Yeah.
Thank you. Because I'm...
Okay, I got it. I understand. Putting it in there. Look at this bullnose while you're here. Look how beautiful this is. Now I'm getting ready to polish.
Cool.
Come over, but you need to see it from this side.
I'm kind of barefoot.
I know you are, but you're already out here.
Cool.
Okay, 120. All right. So I didn't know this was still playing, so it is what it is. All right, but there's my 120. We're going to put it on. Now, in this particular brand of sanding pad, it has the holes that match up with this Makita's. All right. There we have it. Okay, now I'm going to start at the top at about a 270. Okay, I'm keeping this. Let me show you what I'm doing here. All right, the center of my sanding pad right here, it meets. All right, it meets that edge right here at the top of that round over, right there. All right, and so I'm following. I pretend there's a line right here. All right, and you just keep it right there and you follow that. All right, like the nose, all the way across. Okay. Come around and we work it around. This is 120 at my 90 right here. 90 degrees. Now I'm at about a 180 right here. Alright, now I'm at my 270 roughly. Alright? Close to a 270. Now we do this to work out the lines. Any standing lines in the bull nose. We're working them out right now. Getting a nice smooth surface. That's the purpose of this. Working out any standing lines in your bull nose or in your round over. Alright? This is why it does it, folks. It works out the standing lines. Alright, I still see a few right in here. Alright, if you saw any standing lines, do you see any now? Okay. There's one. There's a standing line, I'll point it out, that I see. The lighting just right. I was seeing one. At the moment, I'm not seeing any. At least looking through this anyway. Alright, looks like I need to round it over just a little bit more right there. It's kind of flat at that point. Okay. But there you have it. Alright, let's look down. You can do this. But get a couple pieces and practice first. You got 4 edges on a piece of tile. Practice makes perfect, you know. Alright, now we're going to do, this is the polishing stage. Next will be the 320. You can use a 220, but you can jump to 320, alright. Now you can do this by hand at this stage if you like. This also smooths out any of the standing lines, okay, as well as it starts the polishing process. Okay, I'm right here at the top, right at that edge. Right here at that edge. Alright. And you see I'm locking my wrists in place. And I'm pivoting at the shoulders and elbows. Alright, again, my wrists are locked. My elbows. And I'm just pivoting at the shoulders. And if I need to bend back again, my wrists are still locked in place and held at that angle. Alright? Then I can take this here. Alright, we're curving it this way. Pinching it. Alright, and I'm putting my finger right here on this line. Let me zoom in. Got my finger right here on this line as I'm going to do what I'm going to do here, alright? And then this one is running along the bottom edge down here, alright? This is my guide. You can't see what I'm doing. Okay, now you're on the view. Remember, easy 2 tips and tricks where you see everything up close and personal. And remember, please tell a friend. It's a win-win-win. Now if you have to, take your thumb, put it right there, put it dead into where you want it. And again, I'm using this finger as my guide on the bottom. I'm pinching the paper, and this is just gliding along the bottom, alright? Now I'm putting pressure right here, because I'm seeing some things I don't like. And my thumb's going to take on the contour as I press into it, okay? A lot of these techniques and way of doing things get lost. They get handed down from generation to generation until somebody's not interested in doing it. And then it's just lost art. And I'm trying to preserve, you know, so I'm trying to preserve. You know, there's tools. I have a few tools. I don't know how to use them. They're old, they're antique, and I don't have any clue what they are or what they're made for or anything. So, you know. Now, we'll show you an up close of this. All right. See, that round over looks much nicer now, okay? Now, it looks like a sanding line. I was just seeing it. Right here, that looks like a sanding line. Okay, it's just dust. All right. Look at that. This still needs to be a little more rounded over here. It's a little too square. All right, I'm going to work on that by hand. It's about done. All I need to do is get my next stage of polishing on this. But first, I'm going to fix that area where it's square. All right, we're 22 minutes into this, and I'm feeling like I should just pause my camera and do it without being on camera. All right, now this is where this will come in. This block I made, it's on my video. I showed you how to make this. This was very simple to make. All right, Velcro. I just put hook and loop, the Velcro hook and loop here on the sides. All right, and it works like a champ. I'm coming off at an angle here. All right, I'm running this at an angle around that. Okay. Again, I'm going to have to round it. I have to go through the same process here. Selling my house. Somebody's going to get this handcrafted work. What a deal. Not really my house, but this house is going to be sold. But we'll get some handcrafted work into this house. All right, now let's take a close and personal look at this. Okay. There it is, fixed. Fixed. Side view. There you go. There it is. All right, now we're going to get out the 600. All right. I am not sponsored, but this is a 600. They use this more for like for in auto body. All right. Now, then I'm going to use a diamond polishing pad at the end. And then I'm going to use a dish scrubber. Okay. Okay, let's get a better bird's eye view of what I'm doing. Okay. This is 600 grit. Okay, the other thing is, again, you wrap it, take on the contour. Who remembers that separation line I had from here to here, and it stood out back here like a sore thumb? Who remembers that? Okay. Who remembers that separation of color? Alright, now it's blending. Alright. When I'm done, it'll all be gone. Okay. That separation will be gone. It'll look like it's one. You'll think it was made this way at the factory when we're done. Okay, now we're going to put on the polishing pad. But before we do, we got to get this wet because we're going to use diamond. All right, now these polishing pads are quite old. The rubber is dried out. And this is the buff. You see how many of the little pads there are, okay? That's a buff. And this one is a 1200 or a 1000. All right, that is 1,000. Is that a 4? I think that's 1,000 right there. Yeah, it's 1,000. Okay. There's what's left of that company, because you're not supposed to leave, and then you want to get this centered as best as possible on here. All right, there you go. I could do come across, and at the X get this hole centered in that X. Okay, I could do that. Okay, now I'm going to wet down with a pad, but these pads are dried out, so they leave their color behind. Because they're dried out when they're brand new, they do not do that. Okay, you want to keep the surface wet. Okay, like I said, old and wearing out, and the Velcro on the back is failing. Okay, now you can use auto body polish and a buffer for auto body to do this as well. Okay, although I think I've got that pretty good there on top. Let's see. Right, let's wipe this down. All right, now that did the trick. This all looks one. Look at the color. Let me show you how that improved it already. All right, you see no separation in color from the bullnose back. It's all the same. All right. Okay, you're going to say, oh, but you've got this still wet back here. Yeah, all right. How about now? All right. So, there it is. I'm going to still continue to polish. All right. Okay, now let's get this wet. Re-wet the surface. Good and wet. You want to keep it good and wet. All right, now. Okay. Now, again, like I said, these are old and wearing out. Just keeping it real, folks. Just keeping it real. Now I'm going to try to hit this on the edge. Like I was saying, you can use tar polish and a buffer, all right, to do this. And go to like 1,000 grit sandpaper. Okay, this is sliding on me. It is sticking, but it's wanting to slide off. Okay, here we go. Ha! There we go. So let me out of here. I'm done with this. Let me. Okay, now let's wipe this clean, and we are going to. Next, it'll be installed. We'll go inside, and we will see. Okay, I'm going to show you this now. Up close and personal. Where is the color separation? All right. It all looks like it's one. You no longer see that color separation on here. All right, and if you do, it's very, very, very slight, and it's totally acceptable. All right. See, that's totally acceptable right there. Okay, let's go put it in play. All right, let's put it in place. Okay, proof is in the pudding. Grouting is next. Are you ready for this? All right. Are you ready? As promised, up close and personal. There's your round over. Bam. There it is. Now, this is going to get this chrome trim across here. All right, but there's your round over. There it is, folks. There it is. All right. Okay, now, remember, easy to tips and tricks so you see everything up close and personal. It's a win-win-win. Tell a friend. Now, the next video, I will be doing a grouting job, and then I'll be doing a Sashco commercial for Sashco. Sashco is S-A-S-H-C-O, Sashco, and we'll be using their product that you're going to have to wait to find out about. It's a great product, and I'm really looking forward to doing this. And I'm not sponsored, but this product this company is producing cutting-edge products, and I'm glad to have learned about them, and I look forward to doing this commercial for this company. And you'll be interested in this product as well, I'm sure. Contractors are already using it. But we'll talk more about that in the near future. So stay tuned, tell a friend, it's a win-win-win, and never give up, because there's always a way, always. We're coming to you from beautiful downtown, beautiful southern, sunny California. Thank you again, and thanks for watching. Thanks for your time, it means a lot. I appreciate you being a part of my community. United we stand, united we make it happen. And bye for now, and God bless, and bye.